Okay, so as usual, we were browsing through AIagentstore.ai to see what's new on the bleeding edge.
It's become a bit of a daily habit.
It has. And today, something really caught our eye. GLM-4.6V. It's listed under the multimodal LLMs.
Right.
So the plan for today is simple. We're just going to break down what this thing is, what it can actually do, and why it matters fast.
Yeah, let's get right to it. What is this model and what can you build with it, right now?
All right, so the quick facts. GLM-4.6V is an open source model series. It's from Zipu AI or ZAI.
Mm-hmm.
And its whole deal is basically unifying vision, text, and tool calling all into one single architecture.
And that's the key. From an engineering standpoint, what they've really designed for is high-fidelity visual understanding, but paired with long context reasoning.
What does long context mean in this case? You hear that term a lot.
We're talking 128,000 token context window.
Wow.
So think about feeding it a huge multi-page slide deck or a dense technical report full of charts and diagrams. It can take all of that in one go.
It doesn't forget the first page by the time it gets to the last one.
Exactly. And another thing that's really critical for anyone looking to use this, there are two versions.
Okay.
You've got the huge 106 billion parameter foundation model, which, you'll need a big cloud cluster for. But then there's a 9B flash version.
And that one is for local use.
Right. It's lightweight, optimized for low latency applications on your own machine. That's huge for real-time feedback.
That flexibility is a big deal. And since we're talking about accessibility, we should probably mention the license.
Right, yeah.
It's released with open weights, right?
Yeah.
And a very permissive license. So basically, zero cost to get started.
Absolutely. That totally changes the game for startups or, solo developers. But the real breakthrough isn't just the price, it's the intelligence.
Okay, so this is where it gets interesting for me.
Ah.
The whole agentic part. We've heard a lot about multimodal models, but what makes this one different?
It's the native multimodal function calling.
Unpack that a bit.
Well, it means the AI doesn't just see a screenshot or an image. It processes that visual information, it reasons about what it's seeing, and then it independently decides which external tool to use.
Like a search engine or some other API.
Exactly. A search engine, a data retrieval system, whatever it needs to complete a task. It can go out, get information, and bring it back to solve the problem.
So we're talking about an AI that can look at a complex diagram and decide on its own to go search for a specific data sheet to understand it better.
Precisely. In fact, it has a 76% autonomy rating.
76%.
And that number is a signal. It tells us we're moving past just co-pilots and into the space of genuine, independent agents that can close that loop from seeing to doing.
Okay, so let's bring this home for people listening. If you're a software developer, why should you care?
Think about the pain of turning a design mockup, like from Figma or just a simple UI screenshot, into actual working code.
There's a huge time sink.
Right. This model can look at that visual design and just generate the front-end code for you. For web, for apps, it cuts out a massive manual step.
And for non-developers, what about, say, researchers?
For researchers and analysts, this is just as big. Imagine running a visual Q&A over a 100-page financial report. You can ask it questions about specific charts on page 72.
It would actually understand the context of the whole document.
Yes. It can automate entire workflows that combine web searches, images from the document, and complex text reasoning all at the same time.
So here's a final thought to chew on. What actually happens to the speed and the economics of software development when an open source agent like this one can turn a picture into working code basically for free?
The barrier to entry just plummets.
It really does. The scope of what you can automate is fundamentally changing. You can check out GLM 4.6V and a ton of other agents over at AIagentstore.ai.
For sure. It's worth a look.
Thanks for tuning in today, and if you found this useful, please take a moment to rate the show. It really helps.